Hi everybody, welcome and welcome back. My name is Kimiko Sumi, and today, well, right now, I'm sitting outside, just enjoying my own time to myself. Basically, I did do a video earlier, and I hope y'all like it, by the way. But I just kind of want to sit here and talk about random things, like kind of for instance, this is not going to turn into an online dating video solely, okay? But I'm gonna talk about it a little bit as well as other things too. But I was just thinking earlier. It's always the guys on those. First of all, I don't even get on dating sites anymore. I haven't been on one in like 4 or 5 years. I haven't had an account or been like actually getting on there in about 4 to 5 years because I could never get a relationship out of those guys. They always thought they were better than me. They were the ones who would hit me up, and I would have real pictures of myself. I wasn't trying to hide myself. It would seem like we were having a good rapport back and forth, talking on the phone. Sometimes we even did like FaceTime or like video, but child, when we met in person, they always would think that they were better than me. And it's not even just guys on dating sites. Guys tend to think they're better than me. They don't feel like that I should be able to have commitment, and I really don't care. But I don't want nobody trying to think that they can waste my time. It's a lot of people, period, who prey on people for materialistic reasons and stuff, or they try to get things to like they try to take you know things away from you. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. When they try to coerce you into doing, you know what I'm talking about. They try to coerce you into it. They try to manipulate you, and they most of the time they don't even be offering shit. And I'm not, and I know that people will say, well, that's like a prostitute or whatever, but I ain't never been no hoe. I've never been no hoe, and I've never been a stupid hoe either. I'm not a hoe, and I'm not definitely not a stupid hoe. Okay, like it's not even that it seems. It's always the same thing. Even when I was in LA, they would never want to offer me a relationship, and these were guys that really weren't even my type. It seems like it's always those kind, the ones that might be incels or they don't have good conversation skills. They will be the most pickiest ones. They will be the most choosiest ones. So that's one of the main reasons why I don't really date, and I surely will not be doing online dating anymore because it has never resulted into a relationship. Now, I probably have contributed my own stuff to not being able to have a relationship still at 36, almost 37 years old next month, but a lot of the time I really tried. Like, y'all, I used to actually call myself being submissive to men that weren't even offering me commitment. Like I was treating them like they were a husband and this and that. Motherfucker wouldn't even give me commitment. So I guess you could say that I was a fool, really, but I was just blinded by the desire for love. And don't ever get that desperate either. Do not settle for people that you want. Me personally, I'm just gonna stay celibate and single for the rest of my life because I think that's the best for me. Emotional attachments to the opposite sex, people that are like romance, I prefer not to try that anymore. I'm almost 40, so I gotta hang in the towel and let the younger women, the younger people, get together, date and mate and stuff like that, and marry. Hopefully, they do the right thing, marry before they have children, and just do the right thing. But anyway, other topics. I have been considering doing a video about decor, home decor, and fixing up my home, my room to have like a vacation spot, like at home, to just simply have a paradise at home in the comfort of my own home. I do not want to go to a hotel really anymore, and I really don't want a vacation. I really don't even really want a vacation. And okay, now here we go again. This is another thing too. Gang stalking. There's somebody that just pulled up right here. I'm going way, once again, I go way off somewhere, and they always manage to find their ass right over here with me. This woman is literally, man, whatever, is backing into this parking space right here. And I don't want that damn company in real life. I just really don't. I'm about to get up and walk away. Hold on, y'all. Okay, hey y'all, I'm back. I had to move to a different location. I thought I had recorded the video, this other part of this video, but I guess I wasn't. I probably thought I was recording and I really wasn't, y'all. But anyway, uh, some woman, she parked her car over there by me. I found a spot that I like probably like a week ago, maybe a little over a week ago. I found this spot close to where I live that I can get alone time to myself, like away from people and be in nature. And she just drove her car and decided to park in a parking space right in front of me. Like, this person followed me way over to where I was at in her car and just parked right there. This is shit that people do, okay? To targeted people, especially, like, they gang stalk the fuck out of you, and they harass you, and they try to set you up. They try to get you in compromising situations. They try to get you to think that, oh, it's all in your mind. Oh, you're just crazy. Yeah, I got a mental illness, like I tell everybody, but it's not all in my mind either. It's not a coincidence that every time I go out somewhere, somebody is like very close to me. Like, I noticed this years ago when I was in Los Angeles. Like, most people, not even most people, these people will find a way by me. Like I've said one time, I could go to a mountaintop and they will find their ass somewhere near me. It never fails. And I just saw a butterfly fly by too, which is pretty. I love butterflies. They make me feel so much more happier. But I'm gonna try to be on the positive side. Yeah, I'm sitting in the sun, enjoying the sun on this Sunday, and I am feeling good. I'm out in nature somewhat. I don't usually come outside a lot. I don't really go anywhere, but I try to, at least get a walk in or exercise around the block sometimes and just chill outside and get away from the noise. Because I have some noisy neighbors too, and they could probably say the same thing about us as well. But it's just nice to kind of just go at a distance away from people and just center yourself. Because I really do think that anyway, I'm gonna stop, complaining. I'm gonna try to stop complaining. Now, I just know that as a targeted individual, I have to keep my distance as much as possible to heal. And see, there's another gang stalker coming up. And you know something that they love to do? They love to wear green, and they love to suggest that I'm jealous of them or something. They have absolutely nothing that I want. And there I go being negative again. I'm just not interested in these people no more. I don't want to hang out with them. I know I just said I was gonna stop being negative, but it's just hard when you have a heavy weight on your shoulder, like emotionally, and you just want to distance yourself from people. And they'll try to tell you to isolate when you have schizophrenia, paranoid schizophrenia like me. But it's very hard when you don't trust people. I don't trust people anymore. I don't. There's nobody that I feel I can trust except for myself. That's why I go to my higher power, and more and more all throughout the day. I'm chanting in my mind. I'm chanting out loud. I'm reciting my prayers, and it's been helping me. That's like the main thing that's been helping me. The only real thing that's been helping me get by is my Buddhist practice. And like I said in other videos, I'm not forcing my practice on anybody else, because everybody has the choice to believe in what they want to believe in. But church is not for me. Christianity is not for me. I wasn't raised in that religion. I don't really know nothing about it. The only times that I went to church were if it was a special occasion, like if it was a funeral, or maybe for like Father's Day for my grandfather, or something like that, Mother's Day for my grandmother when she was alive. And then I think about that too. I never really got to know any of my grandparents that well. I mean, I remember my maternal grandparents vividly, but my paternal grandparents, my paternal grandparents, well, my grandmother, she knew I existed and stuff. She even seen me as a baby, because my father drove me all the way to her house and kidnapped. Well, not really kidnapped, but he took me away from my mother and took me to her house. And I heard that my father's mother said, "You better take that baby back home. She needs to go to her mama." And so that's cool, you know. But my paternal grandfather, he died at a much younger age. I never got to ever meet him. He looks just like my father. They look just alike, except for my paternal grandfather is tall from what I hear. But my own father and my grandfather, they're a spitting image of each other. And he also has schizophrenia too. My paternal grandfather, he had schizophrenia. He had a mental disorder, and he was also adopted too. He was also adopted, and um, you know, I would have loved to meet him. I would have loved. I would love. And then there's another thing too. Both of my grandmothers, they both passed away in 1994, and you know, so I really didn't really have a strong bond with them. But you know, I wish I had that. People don't realize how lucky they are to have their grandparents in their life to go and, you know, go to grandma's house and eat the cookies. Now she did have a cookie jar back in the day. I don't even lie, but for a long time I didn't know that until my sister actually got up and got in the cookie jar. I was like, whoa, there's a cookie jar here. But I do remember my grandmother used to have candies in the den. She would always stock it. And it kind of seems like my grandmother is smiling right now. I don't know why. But, you know, I remember things about her, and she was so classy, and she used to love to shop at Neiman Marcus, at North Park Center. And then both her and my maternal grandparents are buried across the street from North Park Center, and that's where my grandmother wanted to be buried at. I'm not gonna. Well, people could probably figure it out if they live here in Dallas, but I'm not gonna say where their burial plot is that. I'm not gonna get into that. But you know what? This is just my short video, kind of, not rambling, but you know, talking about random things that's going on in my head. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna cut it short, not really short, but I'm gonna close out this video. And I just want to say I hope y'all have an amazing rest of the day. And I will too, my lotus flowers. And for my upcoming lotus flowers, welcome to my channel. And I will see y'all in another one. Peace. I'm out. Bye bye.